So here's our cupboard. It's pretty much full now.
Yay! Success!
Okay, so here's everything that I picked today. August 15th, and we have way too much stuff, so we're gonna let people come and get it for free. Well, okay, we're making soap with the borage tea. We're gonna do a 5-pound fat batch. So we're using lard. Can't really see.
That we've melted.
Yeah, lard that we've melted. Ooh.
Almost all the way melted.
In the microwave, and then we're gonna use some cocoa butter and some vitamin E oil.
Yep.
And then if we need any more, we might use that hemp infused
Okay, let go for a minute.
cocoa.
Okay,
Or
we're
not
at
cocoa, coconut.
3.5 right now, which makes sense because this we had some used of this and it was a 5-pound thing or 4-pound thing. So actually, I need to get the spatula. Little spatula.
Lard. Oh, you're gonna spatula that out?
Oh, there's a little bit at the bottom. All I can think is clogged arteries.
Well, you're not eating this.
I know, I'm not eating it.
Although we do kind of eat our fair share of lard.
Well, we use our fair share of bacon grease, that's
Yeah.
for sure. But we exercise. Hopefully it balances itself out. It doesn't have to be totally melted.
When we put the lye in, it's gonna heat it up anyways.
Yeah. Alright, that's good. Doesn't have to be all of it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead.
You're probably gonna have to use that spatula to get the cocoa butter
Yeah, I
out.
know. This kind of already has a scent in it, but that's okay. It's not strong. It's gonna be a nice moisturized kind of bar.
Our aim for this one is skincare anyways.
Yeah.
Just because the
It's
borage
really
is
nice
supposed to
and
be...
moisturizing.
The borage is supposed to be good for skincare.
Can't remember why though.
I don't know why. I just remember reading that it was good for skincare.
Right. That was pretty good.
Alright, where are we?
Vitamin E oil should be.
We're
almost
just under 4
4.
pounds.
I'll open this. Okay, better not. There we go. Whee, vitamin E. Last minute, I feel like I need to mix it. Wow, we're like just shy of 4.
So we need to add some of the hemp oil.
Yeah.
Or hemp coconut infused.
The coconut oil that's infused with hemp.
Yeah.
Which it was just the leaves.
It's
So.
an interesting concoction right there. They look like clouds in the sky. Except for the top part, but the stuff under the water.
Yep, it smells like hemp.
It'll give it kind of a green.
Yeah, here I need a spoon. A spoon. Thankfully
Oh,
it's soft.
I was about to say, is it actually hard or?
Don't want to drop it. It's kind of pretty though. I like the color.
Are we gonna put like the cucumbery smelling
Yeah.
essence oil in it?
I think we have a melon cucumber scent.
We don't put the scents in until it's actually like tracing at the end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Same thing with any kind of pigment.
getting close.
And we need to write these down. It was roughly 4 ounces of the cocoa butter. Oops.
Well, that was fluid ounces, but I guess it doesn't matter.
No, the fluid ounces was the vitamin E.
Oh.
It was actually ounce by weight.
I mean, we can still write that down because that's the packaging.
It's a pound of this, 3.5 of the lard.
Okay.
I paid attention. I'll just write it down. The only one I'm not sure about is the weight of the vitamin E oil because it was in
Well,
fluid
if you just write fluid ounces down, if we buy it again, it'll be in
True,
fluid
true.
ounces. So
I might just about wipe this thing out
that'll be good. It's been sitting around for a while.
since last year. I think we're right on it. Yep. There's some left. We got to do a hemp bar that's actually got CBD in it.
Well, do I want to stop filming and come back in when we've calculated the lye?
We can,
Because
yeah.
it's going to take a long time.
In case I need
Okay,
to.
how much of the water is that?
It's 15 ounces of the aloe juice and 15 ounces of the borage tea.
Oh,
to
okay.
make, like,
So you already put the borage in there?
yeah, it's a half and half mixture.
Okay, and then we're about to measure out the lye.
Except I'm
And
getting a plastic.
I mixed all the fats a little bit while I was
For the
waiting.
lye, you want to use plastic everything or wood. You don't want to use metal. This is a brand new thing of lye.
I think it'd be fun to make our
touch
lye.
it. I should probably be wearing gloves, but oh well.
We don't do everything properly.
Okay, for lye, 10.56 ounces of lye for the 5 pounds. So 10 would be 8, 9, 10. That one. Ooh, hate it when it does that. Might want, well,
You might kind of break it up with your little spork thing.
okay, we're at 8 right now. Go by spork for the rest of the time. We're between 8 and 9. We're at 9 now. And it's 10 and a half, so I'm going to have to go between the 10 and the 11. And this is for a 5% excess. Okay, we're almost to 10.
So basically ensures that all the I keep saying dye, all the lye gets used
Yeah.
up whenever the chemical reaction happens.
For what's the word? Instruments that don't have a very good, what is the word I'm looking for?
Oh, like error
Sensitive, that aren't, like, super sensitive. You want to go with at least a 5%. 8, 9, 10. I'm going to add just a tiny bit more, because we're almost hovering in between the middle of them.
It always amazes me how it starts grabbing moisture from the air.
Alright, that's good. Then I'm going to immediately shut this.
I guess I'll stop this and we can carry everything
And
outside.
rinse this spoon thoroughly.
Because when we go to do the chemical reaction, you have to be outside in a ventilated area.
Rinse this. Add the water mixture to the big bowl. We had to switch the fat to that bowl so that we could use this because you need to use plastic when you're mixing the lye and everything together. Water and then the lye, and you always want to put your lye into the water and not the other way around because it's a exothermic reaction that can be volatile if you don't do it right.
Do you want me to pour it, or do you think you can handle
I
doing
can
pouring
handle
and
it.
stirring? Usually I pour it for you, but since I'm
Open it.
filming, I wish
You
the
wanna
cat
do
wasn't
a little
on
bit
here.
at a time. Yeah, I kind of wish the fur baby wasn't up here, but a little bit at a time. Mix.
Is it getting hot yet?
Not yet. And you always want to do it outside because fumes come off of it during the reaction. Add a little bit more mix.
Guess you could use a ventilator if you're worried about your lungs too.
Yeah.
Look at how milky it's turning out.
Yeah, I'm starting to smell the fumes now. Back off a little bit. Smell kind of reminds me of vertebrate zoology when we had to do the dissections. I know it's not formaldehyde. As a matter of fact, I don't think that's what they use anymore, is it?
I don't remember.
Isn't it because they found out formaldehyde was carcinogenic?
I don't remember if they...
I'm sure whatever they use now still isn't good, but make sure it's well mixed and do a little bit at a time. I can feel the heat now. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like some,
I saw a little bit of like steam coming off.
and make sure to shut this so that the animals can't lick it. Shouldn't even be on here, little boy. Make
He's
sure
like,
it's
"Let me
well
just
mixed, and then we'll add the fat.
It's hard to get both your face and the bowl in the frame.
And I'm crouching.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Guess if I stood further away, but... Or stand up.
that's
There we go.
fairly well mixed. At least I don't see any particles. Looks pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in all at once because it's gonna be mixed forever. And kind of mix it while you pour it.
Mmm, yummy. You would not want to eat that.
No. It smells like hemp right now.
Can't remember, did the soap
Well,
that we
actually,
made...
it smells more like it was the coconut oil that I cooked in a crock pot on low. So it kind of smells like a roasted nut. But, now what were you asking?
I forgot. Oh yeah, I can't remember, did the soap that we made last time with the hemp oil, did that smell like hemp when it got done, or did the lye reaction get rid of it?
I don't recall there being much of a scent.
I have to ask you, because if there was a scent, I probably wouldn't have smelled it.
Yeah, so it doesn't have a very good sense of smell. Sorry, Savannah.
One time I thought that a bag of cocoa shells smelled like weird dog food, so... It's like if you told me what it was before I smelled it, then I would have been, yeah, that's chocolate. But because I wasn't told and I was just told to sniff it, I was like, what? Like, it wasn't registering in my brain as chocolate. It was just like a weird smell.
Just be good enough.
I like the smell of the mini pine bark nuggets or whatever. That mulch. It's like the best smell in the world.
Then we just get to stir and stir and stir.
Are you going to do this one all the way stir, or are you going to use the blender?
I'm going to mix it for a little bit like this.
Get a closer up shot. You can tell that it was warmer because look at how much the fats have kind of
Still a little bit of that coconut
butter.
oil that's not melted yet. But
That's the cocoa butter, the white.
You think?
Yeah, I know it is because I stirred it up earlier.
Okay. Well, the emulsion.
Immersion.
Yeah, immersion blender mixer, Mooly, I think some people call it. Well, help it break up
Cat.
too. Okay. Is that plugged in?
No. I wasn't sure if we wanted it, like, in case we knocked it down or something, it could actually turn on, so. Safety
Plug
first.
it in real quick. Well, real quick being a relative term, because that thing is kind of locked.
Here, I'll start filming again when we get pretty far. Starting to trace a little bit.
Which tracing is when it starts to leave a trail on top of the surface of the mixture. And it's not quite there yet, it's still kind of disappearing, so we're going to go a little bit longer, but basically after the trace we're going to add our fragrance and our, I guess, pigment, the mica pigment.
Yeah.
But you always want to wait till the end because the chemical reaction can make your scent kind of disappear and change the color of your pigment.
We should also add that you don't actually have to have one of these blenders.
No, you can do it by hand, it just takes a really long time, yeah.
But we
that's
have
good.
done it. We've literally stirred it until it traced. It just takes a way much longer time.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I say we go ahead and add the scent and the powder so that I can mix it pretty good with this. What do you think, the greener one?
Yeah,
do
I
you
mean
wanna do
it's
both?
I mean you could do a little bit of both if you want to.
And I always like to add more than you think of this because it does fade. Although this is actual, like, scent grade, it smells good. Don't want to add too much though because then it could ruin your mixture. But
Can I smell it? I think I can
it's
smell
got a
it.
sweet scent, which hopefully it will stay. It's just a warning label. I guess we can go ahead.
Maybe just do a little bit of both. I mean, green is kind of a nice color because of the borage and then the cucumbers as well. Except for it's probably going to make this a sparkly soap. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
What's life without a little whimsy?
What is that, mica it said on there?
Yeah, it's cosmetic grade
There's
mica
some,
that we got from the soap
There's some of
making
these
section.
popsicle sticks over here, Summer, if you want to use that
For what?
to dig it out.
Oh, this little plastic thing? I mean, it's already all over my hands. I'm doomed. It's like the glitter at the craft store.
It's weird how it was like really sucked in there like that. Usually little seals are on top of the bottle. Does that have a smell?
I feel like it does, but it could just be the scent that's in here.
Oh, yeah. You're just going to see how that goes?
Do you want me to mix that first?
Oh, I don't know. It didn't seem like
I feel like it makes it have like a slight sheen.
I don't really see much, but it could just be from where I'm sitting.
Add a little bit of the bluish green aqua, turquoise. Just a little bit that got above the sticker.
That is really Tracy now.
Yeah, I know. It probably needs to get in the mold soon. It'll be alright. It takes a while for it to permanently set.
And our mold is literally a box with a trash bag over it.
Yeah, it's one of our jar boxes.
It's that way you can tear up the edges away instead of having to like try to get the whole giant slab of soap out. Works good, I like it. And if it's got wrinkles in it, you just like keep the outside ones for yourself, and then you give away the nice sliced ones for presents or whatnot. Depends on what you're using it for.
Actually.
have
it's
to
time
hand
for the
stir
mixer.
it? Yeah.
Or the hand mixing.
Is it starting to get hot?
Yeah, it was kind of getting hot earlier.
When it gets real thick, the little blender doesn't like it.
Yeah, it has a hard time. The mica might be better for like glycerin soaps that are clear, not so much for this. I'm trying to decide. Can't really smell. I might have to add a little bit more. I didn't add it.
Well, I'm going to stop this until we pour it. It's September 1st and I've been slowly collecting zinnia blooms and I'm drying them in borax. This is basically a giant thing that has fencing stapled to it. And then we put aluminum foil and poke holes, place the different flowers. And then we cover it with borax soap to dry them out, preserve them. Let's do a smaller one. That didn't end up being much smaller, but anyways, you get the idea. I have what is it called? Queen Anne's lace over here. You can kind of see it. Anyways, that's what I'm doing. That I was going to mention is that we have had a week of almost rain, nothing but rain. So we've been having some mildew problems in here. We have a bunch of fans going now and a heater to try to keep the humidity at bay. And obviously trying to keep the doors closed as much as possible. I mean, it looks like it's just the tops of the seeds for now, or the sunflowers for now. Well, that one, I can see some mildew right there. So we're just going to have to be really careful. It seems like the ones that are closer towards the middle are doing better, so we may just have to throw away the ones on the end. Anyways, gotta report the bad as much as the good. Well, it's September 4th, and we've officially decided to let the majority of the garden go. We're about to go on a vacation, so everything's gonna get overgrown. We're just gonna try to make sure that we get pumpkins harvested and the hemp. Which the hemp is starting to put on buds, but it's been beaten by rain. We've had like a week long of rain. But we're gonna get what we get. It's not like Mom's doing this for a business or anything. She's just doing it more for herself and our family. But anywho, that's what's going on. Actually got quite a few big pumpkins, but they're getting very crowded by the weeds. Ironweed's pretty. Anyway, signing off for now. One little window. Are you gonna pick it?
Yeah, there's another little one forming on this one. I'll pick it.
I can kind of see it from here. It's like the secret garden.
Never picked one of these before.
Oh, Moira.
Got kind of a weird spot, but I like it. Can you even see it?
Yeah. Okay.
Slightly.
Probably one of those.
It's a pokey rock.
See, got a little bit of a. It's interesting how it's striped like that. Well, I think it's the variety. Oh, okay. It's cool. First time I've ever actually gotten one to grow and produce. I should do a shot of the garden since we've gotten back from Florida. I'm not going to walk all the way in there just because. Today's the 9th, September 9th. It's about how we expected it to be, weedy. The okra's way overgrown as far as the pods go. Zinnias look good. Anyways, I gotta go finish unpacking. It's September 11th and our brother brought some coconuts back from the Florida Keys back in Christmas.
Yeah,
it was over Christmas break. And they sprouted. We threw them in our compost pile.
Because they had kind of gone.
Because they were going bad and we couldn't use them all because he brought like 2 trash can fulls or something of them.
Yeah, there was like 30 or 40 coconuts.
And we just noticed them yesterday, so we're going to put them in pots because they're definitely not going to be able to overwinter here.
They love the compost pile apparently.
Yeah. Those pots probably aren't going to be big enough, but I don't think we can fit much bigger stuff in our house.
We'll have to find some more bigger pots too.
Yeah. Anyways, for now, we just need to get them to where they can be easily
We might have
changed.
to rig up a makeshift greenhouse and keep them in a
Maybe we
greenhouse.
can plastic the porch with a space
Like
heater
a
or something.
section, like where
Yeah.
the swing is or something.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
not a bad idea.
Let's get this because there's mosquitoes everywhere.
Yeah.
Come with me, or both of you.
I guess. Do you think we could just lay down the?
Yeah, we're gonna lay it down. I gotta sweep it out and I picked up all the damn cans, and I got some blankets in there. But I'm gonna bring in one of those red tie downs, cause it probably
Yeah, I took the bucket with all the tie downs back into the building.
oh, they're supposed to come back in my Jeep.
Well, sorry.
Oh, well.
I just wanted to get them out of the house.
Okay. Well, there are some tie downs in there. I don't really know if they.
You don't think we could just set down the seats in the Jeep and get it?
No, it's
Too tall?
It's got to be. It's over 6 foot, and there's only 6 foot
Okay.
space in there.
Okay, I
I'm
guess
thinking it's almost 7
put
foot.
some weeds on top to keep the cats
You
hopefully.
guys are gonna love it. It's kind of.
What is today? Is it September 26th? Okay, September 27th. As you can see, we've fully let the garden go. But I was out here looking at pumpkins, which I've been pulling them out slowly, the ones that haven't rotted yet. We had a lot of rain. But I came out here and look, so many loofahs. There's a little one right there. There's a bigger one right there. There's a bunch at the base of those okras. It's probably hard to see in here. Maybe I'll walk closer. See, that's a big loofah right there. Right there, that one. You can see me jiggle it. So many loofahs. We didn't think we were going to get any.
Now there's an abundance. Hopefully they'll get bigger.
Yeah. Was thinking about trying to get some, like all these okra seed pods hung up somewhere.
And there's so many peppers.
I know. It's like we're kind of just letting it go, but we got so burnt out. And now it's super costuming season, so we've pretty much been working every single day, even though it's the weekend. But we,
That and the eggplants.
yeah, the
Picked
eggplant.
an eggplant and there's 3 other ones still on there.
Yeah.
And we got pumpkins that we can carve.
Yeah. It is October 18th. And as you can see, the garden is a shadow of its former self. But there is still a lot of stuff that can be done with things in here. So today I'm going to collect the Brazilian blue banana winter squash. And I'm going to attempt to can it. I've never canned winter squash, so this will be a first attempt. But here we go. A little bit slimy still on the bottom. But
Thinner than I imagined it would turn out.
you can see the indent of the jar parts of the...
You may have to slice it where the bars
Or
Like they're already
width-wise?
that width.
Okay, let me measure it. Of course, that's going to require math in my head. Alright, time to cut this. Even though I scored lines, I think it's still going to be a challenge to cut it.
Mine's shorter than the rest of it.
Yeah, I'm figuring that out right at this moment.
You just kind of have to work at it until it comes apart.
Okay, that wasn't too bad. I might just save this one and cut it up into smaller things later. It's so funny looking. Okay.
I forget about time and space,
Oh man,
but I can't stop about you.
kind of made a divot into it from the handle. I didn't think about that.
It's still useful.
I know. It's almost like Play-Doh consistency.
I guess next time we know that when we do use the softer oils,
We need to try to do more.
do a little bit more lime.
Because right now they really want to stick to the...
But at least they should definitely not burn anybody. I mean, I already used some, it doesn't burn, but
I haven't felt any burning.
no.
Um,
Like I washed my hands with a scrap of it the other day. It was fine.
I'll wash my hands after I get done with this because it's so all over everything. I wonder if you had some baby powder, if you could kind of like talcum it a little bit just to make it easier to handle and stuff.
Why does it
Pick this up and
or either one big one or two regular
show
ones?
you the resulting little soapy guys. Wrap them with their ingredients list and some saran wrap or some wax paper. Took some of the excess stuff off the thing. That's a decent lather.
Yeah.
It does feel really smooth. I don't like that it's not a super hard. I like harder soaps, but that's a pretty good lather.
Yeah.
Actually scrub my fingernails and it's right there. Since the people can actually see how bad my fingernails are. That's what happens when you work outside. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that lather.
And you thought it wasn't going to have a good lather.
I
I find that the harder soaps don't have as good of a lather.
No. I'm just putting the needle through the green part because it seems to be the densest part of the pepper. A little pepper chain gang. Filmed, whatever. I guess I'll let go a few seconds. I can do an up close.
Jack the Pumpkin King.
Yours does look cool now. Mine has 2 candles, but it's not as bright as yours. It is November 1st, and I spent a good part of the day yesterday cleaning up this area to put in some winter leafy greens. There was buy one get one free at the farm center the other day, so we went ahead and got some. I'm gonna have to put the Swiss chard in somewhere else because it won't take the frost, but I'm just gonna try to clean this up and keep planting as I go. Our friends actually gave us several of these dog kennels that make little pens. I decided to use it so that the dogs and the cats wouldn't be able to come in here and dig up all the freshly planted things and ruin it. And as you can see, it's working so well. Ricky, you're not supposed to be in here. Mm-mm. Okay. Oh well, it'll keep Sammy from digging beds in here at least. You gonna show me how you get in? Show me. I see. I thought a lady never revealed her secrets, Ricky. Grr. There, all done. They're a little unhappy right now because they were dry, but I watered them, so those should perk up soon. And I still have, there was a 6-pack of cauliflower that got snuck in there, so I think I'm going to try to plant that out in the big garden where the carrots were, just to see what they do. I've never tried to plant fall cauliflower or broccoli or anything like that, so I guess we'll just see what happens. So if you've made it this far in this vlog, you're probably wondering how much food we actually got from this garden. Well, we kept a journal of all of our canned goods, and this is the results. 56 quarts of green beans, 28 quarts of squash and zucchini, 14 quarts of carrots, 44 quarts of jalapeno peppers, 15 quarts of banana peppers, 16 pints of corn, 50 quarts of pasta sauce, 24 pints of salsa, 11 quarts of succotash, 14 quarts of chicken soup, 12 quarts of potato leek soup, 9 quarts of pumpkin and squash, 39 quarts of pickles and 24 pints of pickles, 11 quarts of chili, 17 pints of peas, and 5 quarts of pickled corn. This resulted in a total of 389 canned goods. Unfortunately, we didn't keep track of what we froze or what we dried, but it's a fair amount, and I have to say that we're pretty thrilled with everything that we accomplished this year. It is March 23rd, and we are ready to get started all over again.